Trent, what's up, dude? Check out these swings from this weekend. So this is that 9-iron we were working on. Started flushing this thing pretty good. We were working on getting that weight to the left side, straightening that leg. This is after we'd worked with that 100-yard shot a little bit. Okay. So looking at this now from this angle. So check this out. I feel like, and I don't know if this is an intention or if you have a restriction in the hips, but I mean, I'd be curious to see you get a little bit bigger turn in the hips here. Like, because you can start to see it when you get to about right here. See this left leg. So it gets to about right here, starts to go towards the target a little bit. Continue to let this knee go this way so you can get a bigger hip turn back in here. Would be a nice thing. I feel like that would clean up because I think you're already starting to move this way. And just, you're, I think, potentially trying to create that X factor, but I want to get a little bit bigger hip turn here. I think that would be a good thing. I know you say you don't like it, but I mean, I like the loop you got going on here. I like the arms working out to then in. I think that's a good thing. Here'd be one thing to note. So we were talking about this. I want to see this right leg. And really it's a sequencing of pushing off the right leg here. Because you actually start to push off right here. That's what's re-engaging. So that move, what you do right here, I want you to do right here. So way sooner. And then I want this left leg, if I could zoom in, I want this left leg straightening. So let me show you. Okay, I switched to driver just because this is a good model for you. Connor. So check out the difference in the setup as well. Find that interesting. And it doesn't seem like a big deal, but look at the head position. More this way versus yours more here, just a tiny bit. Head's tilted just a tiny bit, and he has less shaft line here versus you get your hands a little bit more lined up in front. One other thing to note, look at the left foot flare versus yours is, pretty square. I wouldn't mind a little foot flare too. So let's see if we can make those little micro adjustments to the setup. I think this would be a good setup for you to follow. So check this out. Here's what I want you to see. This move's legit, by the way. So we were talking about creating a little bit more space on this backswing. So like, look how he moves off the ball. So let me actually just draw a line here so we can see for reference. Just here. So see how you're moving off of it, but then you're already going back. And then you're jumping back this way to create the loft, which is okay. I want to move a little bit more off of it. I think you can load harder to the right side. So that goes back to just a little bit bigger hip turn there. And this tilt of the spine being behind the ball. But with all that being said, I want you to look at the lower body, how the lower body works. Unsync these for a second. Let's go left arm parallel, resync. Okay, I want you to look at the lower body. Look at his right leg. Okay. So his right leg straight, and then it's moving here. Yours does the opposite. So then now you see how that left leg re-engages or reflexes versus his goes out. Also, do you see that subtle little move? Watch this in transition. See how your knee moves this way. It's so subtle, but that would be internally rotating. Ooh. Watch his. It's already going out. It's the subtle little moves, but that gives you the space to clear out. If you could see it from the down the line angle, that would be the left hip going down and back. But then now it's going around the corner, and then now it's snapping back, and then under versus your right leg is now re-engaging, and then it's going straight. So then see where he's at. Toes down, dude. Toes down. He's got no weight in that thing. Chest up. Look at the left leg straight. So, bigger hip turn. Whoa. Let's just watch it for a second. Can I get this out of here? Thank you. Let's just watch it for a second. Unlink. So you could just feel like you come off the ball more with driver. So you're going more right, bigger hip turn. Try and keep this knee back. Instead of bending and flexing, you're shooting the hips, quote unquote. You're going to keep this right leg back, and it's going to straighten, and then it's going to bend later. Boom, it's going to extend here, so you get full hip extension, and then it can bend around. Versus the opposite. And get up on those toes with everything. Tapping, toe tapping. Sound good, dude? Create a little more space with this driver. Keep it rocking. Head it to the moon. Talk to you soon, dude. Peace.